Anyway, Budgies! You drive me crazy! Hey, bird, bird, bird. I will cover you. No. Hi everybody, it's PJ and I am here to go through my reports from 23andMe. So now I know where I come from. And let me start by saying it isn't where I thought, okay? Which is probably the coolest part about this, is that I was blown away by what I got for results. Anyway, I was always told, these birds are killing me. Okay, I just want you to know they're going to be loud, and I'm in the kitchen, and it's going to rain, so the lighting sucks. I thought I could use like outdoor lighting. No. So I look fucking purple because it's purple outside. Just a disclaimer. Okay, so I always thought I was German. Zoftig, big shoulders, big broad, lots. Look at those hands. Man hands, right? So I always thought that that was like my ancestry was German, English, Dutch, and French. Well, we have no Dutch, which was funny. And what I'm going to turn this around so you can actually see my reports and not just look at the top of my head while I read. And it's so cool. It came in my email. You actually have, like, just to give you like an overview of everything, they give you carrier status reports, your ancestry, wellness, tutorials and traits. Like if you are a carrier of cystic fibrosis, they'll tell you. And traits like the color of my hair, my skin, my eyes, my stuff. And it only was wrong in a couple areas, and they're so minor. Okay, so this is what you get. You get these reports, a report overview, you can see up here, home reports, tools, and research. Research is you answering a bunch of questions to help them get things better. So to let them know that their tests are actually correct. Okay, so here's my ancestry. We'll take a look if it'll come up. So if you look at the map where the blue is, that's where I'm from. See, my PM is Paula McGovern, PJ McGovern. PM is PJ McGovern. And see all this blue and then the darker blue. And then if you go inward, it is all darker blue, okay? And that means like my original people came from this dark blue area. I hope I'm not in the way. Okay, so that is the overview in the map of where I'm from. That little pink red is down in here. It's actually right here. So I am 92.2%, you can see that, yes, European. I am 0.6% sub-Saharan African. I am less than 0.1% Native American or East Asian, less than Middle Eastern and North African. And I'll explain some of this in a minute because you'll have to read. So then you break down what part of Europe you're from. So I am British and Irish, 33.3%. I never knew I had any Irish in me. I'm French and German. I knew about that part, but it's only 21.4%. I am 2.6% Scandinavian. Nobody ever told me that. And 18.5% broadly Northwestern European. What? Here's the kicker. Never in my family has anybody ever said that we're Italian. I am 1/8, 12% Italian. What? I am 6.6% broadly Southern European. And then broadly European overall is 4.6. And that is my Europe mix. Nobody ever said we had any Italian in us or any Irish. So those are complete shockers. Now, you go to the sub-Saharan African. I am 0.5% West African and less than 1% broadly sub-Saharan. We always thought we had like Middle Eastern black in us. We really didn't. I'm less than 1%. I'm less than 1% Native American, and that Native American tribe is the Yakut tribe. And then I'm less than 1% broadly Eastern Asian and Native American. And I am broadly North African and Middle Eastern. And honestly, that probably comes because of the fact that we all come out of Africa. So there are ways to really review your ancestry and all the scientific detail. You can connect your mom and dad. You can do more taking surveys, sharing things, and discussions on it. Then let's go back to reports, right? We're going to do we did the ancestry. Let's do the carrier status. Now, what this means is they checked for all of these variants in my DNA to see if I had these different diseases and whatnot. So the first one is Tay-Sachs, which I've heard of Tay-Sachs, but not Tay-Sachs, but it might be the same thing. It just might actually what we know as Tay-Sachs be Tay-Sachs because the characteristics are similar. So Tay-Sachs is a negative. Whatever this, the peripheral neuropathy, negative. Although this is agonist of the corpus callosum with peripheral neuropathy. I actually have some peripheral neuropathy in my legs and feet, but it doesn't come from that. Polycystic disease, hemoglobin disease, Bloom syndrome, like all these things, cystic fibrosis, and it says variant not detected. So I do not have the gene for all of these diseases at all. I did not get a positive on any of these. Now here's the cool part. What they do is they keep your DNA and forever will add to this. Like if a new test comes along for a different drug genetically, they will do genetic testing with my DNA as well and see. Now my wellness report, drop down. I am likely to be lactose intolerant, but I am unlikely to be a sprinter. There are two types of muscles. I have slow twitch, not fast twitch. Fast twitch people are your runners. I have a whole lot of sleep movement. Doesn't that make sense? I never sleep. It says that I can have up to 200 twitches in my muscles at night. Likely more movement during sleep. I am unlikely to flush if I drink alcohol. Now here, girls. Toby, stop it. I am likely to consume less than 2 cups of coffee a day. That is not true. So, facial features has 6 reports. It has face, eyes, and ears, okay? And it says, like, cleft chin, cheek dimples, unibrow, widow's peak. And it says I'm not to have these. Like, it says I have sparse eyebrows. And y'all know I don't do my eyebrows. It says my eye color should be green to blue, but dark. And it is. It's olive green. My earlobe types are separated. Like, in other words, my earlobes don't just go from the tip of my earlobe to my face. There's like an indent in there, and there is. And I know these are silly reports, but that's what they give you. Like, it's just fun. And then they have tutorials, all these different tutorials on how to read this and what to do. And then here they have like research tools where you can answer questions for them and participate. And then with every participation you do, they give you a bigger insight into your DNA. So, like right now, they're going to ask me about my bowels. Lovely, right? But when I finish answering the questions, which take 15 to 25 minutes, they'll give me another little thing about my DNA. Isn't that cool? Or DNA in general. So, I have earned all these, I earned 43 insights. See? These are all insights into my stuff. So it's really cool, and it's ongoing. Now here's the other thing. This is my DNA right here, right? So I can take this, download it, and send it to other places that can get you closer on your ancestry report, because there's one that's called like DNA and Land that I can send it to for free and get an even deeper report, which I plan to do, and I'll have it on here. Hold on. So that's my report. Sorry about the budgies. They're so bad. I covered them up and they're still screaming at me. Budgies. Anyway, they're so cute though. I can't be mad. I'm going to take the little cover off. Even though it doesn't stop them, you can still hear it. And I can go, budgies. What? Stop it. But anyway, that's my 23andMe report. I hope you enjoyed it. I was so amazed that we're Irish and Italian. I would have never put that in the description of my DNA. I think that people just go a couple generations back with who they think they are. That's apparently what I did. And I was wrong. I am 1/8 Italian. What? Oh, I missed this crazy report. So then it has your Neanderthal traits. So in your traits, you can have, I missed 2 reports. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Neanderthal ancestry. Okay, so now first let me start this by saying that I have B blood. My blood is B. So is one of my kids, and so is my dad. Okay. Now, B blood usually, not always, but usually comes from some black background, because a lot of Middle Eastern and black people and Asian people all have B blood. Mostly black people, from what I've gathered, from what I've read. Okay, but not all. I mean, white people have it too, just not as high of a percentage. Which also led to the fact that I thought I was a whole lot more black than I am. I'm trying to keep my voice down. Maybe it's my voice that's making me crazy, because I want to go choke a budgie. I have 244 variants of Neanderthal in me. I'm a Neanderthal. I wrote that to my sister. I said, oh my God, I'm a Neanderthal. She said, that explains everything. But here's what's crazy. So I went to this other report and I looked to see about Neanderthal and Homo sapien and how they mixed and whatnot. It was a scientific report. And what it had under Homo sapien was chimp, which I'm more chimp, obviously, than I am. And that's great ape. So under chimp, it was like violent, this, that, the other. And then under the great apes, it was like peaceful, vegetarian, big boned, round chested. I was like, I'm a fucking Neanderthal. I knew someone was with me. I'm not a Homo sapien because I'm peaceful. I'm vegetarian. I'm round chested. Yes, I am. I'm barrel chested. And I'm short and I'm thick boned. I'm just thick, big ass, you know. So anyway, I have 244 traits of Neanderthal in me. And the other one that I wanted to go over with you, what is this in? Hold on. Is your haplogroup. Now, haplogroup. Haplogroup. What's your haplogroup? Now, mine is, what that means is they can trace back your female DNA, your mother's DNA. They really don't have a test, I don't think, that traces back paternal DNA the same way anyway. Which is like, if you remember, they did that on Life magazine. They did that on Life magazine where it was like the original Eve and it was a black girl. Okay, because we all came out of Africa first and then we moved up into Middle East and then into Europe. Okay, so with that in mind, my haplogroup is H18, and when you look that up, it's like Turkey and Iran and Iraq, which used to be like Persia. So, but that was 40,000 years ago. Now, keep in mind that what, Christ was supposed to be here like 2,500 years ago? 2,500, yeah, right? So that's a long time ago. But that's where they traced back like my tribe to there. So that's probably the less than 1% Middle Eastern that I have. And so, yeah. So that's my DNA. That's what I can tell you. There's way more stuff to get into. It is not just like, it's hours of reading, but I wanted to give you the overview. I am Irish, British, French, German, Italian, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Neanderthal. That's me. Not really. I got so much in me. I'm a Heinz 57, which we all are, I'm sure. All right, if you'd like to follow me down the rabbit hole that is my life, hit the button down below and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, thumbs down if you don't. Either way, got you watching me. Manifest something wonderful in your life. If you know it, think, believe it, you can have it too. Like a wonderful DNA report that just brings you down to who you are and shows you that the world is such a mixed ball of people that why not we all love each other. I mean, hell, I'm Iraqi and Irani somewhere in this like cell, because 40,000 years ago it didn't really show up much, but I have some of that too, and we all probably do, because we all came from Africa and we all came from the Middle East at some point or other. So can't we understand and be kind and learn? I hope so. I hope things change. I love you guys. Bye.